Today we're going to talk all about my own principles for training and really what you guys will experience in terms of the training that you do, in terms of physical training that is, on this 100-day program. My approach to training can be broken down into 3 different areas: functionality, fitness, and lifestyle. We'll run through each and I'll kind of give you an overview of what it means to me and what I kind of try and give to you guys for your own training, how it helps day to day, and really what the aims are when you come into a program that's run by myself. And hopefully it'll give you a good understanding of the moves that you do, why we do them, what I'm asking you to do, what it means, and then hopefully how it helps you day to day in normal life be as fit as you can be, happy, healthy, confident, everything else that we think about. So the first one, functionality. What we mean by this is just your ability to do things day in, day out. What that means in terms of the training that we provide for you is the type of movements that we do will carry over into everyday life. Now, for me, there are a fundamental set of movements which are hinge, squat, push and pull, vertical and horizontal, and a carry. Now, with these movements, these will all translate from the gym, from the work that we do, that we set you to kind of do either at the gym, at home, whatever it is. We will set these for you so that everything that you do day to day becomes a little bit easier, i.e. shopping, picking stuff up, carrying stuff, with the idea of trying to make you as functionally able day to day as you possibly can be, making everything feel that little bit easier to move and to be able to flourish really day to day. We will cover more about the functional side of stuff in terms of the movement patterns in a separate training video specifically on weight training. But just as a general overview, we really look to make sure that we mirror the movements that you need in your life in the training that we do so that you're much more able. The next one we have is fitness. Fitness in the context that we're referring to is your ability to do things repeatedly, i.e. cardiovascular style fitness, repeated muscle endurance kind of fitness. It's all about giving you the tools you need day to day to not struggle, to find things easier than you would normally, or to be able to just carry out mundane tasks that we need day in, day out and not be blowing up the stairs or really struggling just to kind of get around. We want to make sure that you're feeling fit, you're feeling healthy, and that these simple tasks that you should be able to do day to day, you don't even think about them. The way in which we approach this can be varied. It might be that you have kind of hip-based stuff in your workouts, especially if you're kind of working from home. You might have longer steady state exercise where we get you to go out and do a certain number of steps, a run, a row, something like that. Or it can just be general health day to day that we try and make you increase so that you're much more active day to day. You choose to take the longer walk around, or you park further away from the shop. All of these little things that add up to make a much healthier and fitter version of yourself. That then ties in with the last of the 3 principles that we work with, whereby it's the lifestyle that you lead. Now, this is obviously away from anything in the gym, exercise wise at home. We try and remove it from the specific exercise that you're set. So this is really trying to ingrain a better lifestyle choice for yourselves. Now, this can be, like I mentioned before, just walking further to the shop, taking the stairs, making these little decisions that on their own can be fairly inconsequential. But if you add up the amount it makes a difference over weeks and months and years, it is massive and the impact cannot be underestimated. So those are my personal principles when it comes to your training. Now we're going to dig into a little bit more of a PT kind of level 3, even GCSE PE kind of level of what we try and achieve in terms of your goals, how we set them, how we make sure that they're going to be correct for you. So we work off of the SPORT principle: specificity, progression, overload, reversibility, time. We can break these down obviously. So specificity is just being specific to yourself. We want to make sure that what we're doing is perfect for you and that the exercises we choose, how you do them, how we approach it is all catered to you so that it benefits your life as much as possible. Progression is the reason why I'm always asking people to up their weights. do more reps, work a little bit harder. We want to see you progressing in lots of different ways, whether that be obviously body fat loss, performance, your confidence. There's lots of different things and different ways in which we can progress, but it's really important that we constantly look to improve, progress, and make everything better for ourselves. Overload is you tasking yourself when you do your exercise to go beyond what you might be able to achieve. So we might push for a heavier weight, or we might try and run faster. We are trying to push the body beyond its means so that we can adapt and improve and become a lot more efficient in what we're doing. So as an example, you might push your weights heavier than you could potentially do before. You will then adapt and overload yourself so that you can improve and become stronger. Reversibility is the opposite to what we've just been speaking about. So that's the potential for us to go backwards, or if we stop, to kind of become less strong, become less able. It's something we have to consider during anyone's training cycle, because it's very difficult to just only ever get better. If that was the case, we'd all be running 100 meters in less than 10 seconds. Which we don't. So we have to just keep trying to understand where to push, where to pull, how we approach the training so that we don't burn out, and make sure that we don't injure ourselves or leave ourselves stuck in a plateau without the chance of progressing, overloading, and keeping on moving forwards. And the last one, time, is looking at the time in which we do it. So again, it ties in really nicely with what I want to achieve with the 100 program, with my regular coaching, to really give you the ability to continue to train well, look after yourself, improve, get to places you didn't think you potentially would be able to, and really just have the skills and the knowledge that you need to stay fit, stay healthy, achieve what you want to achieve, and keep moving forwards. So that's just a short introduction to a couple of the principles around Nathan Lee training, obviously a much more well-known sport principle, and really how we approach trying to give you the best possible tools that you can get to be healthy, be happy, be fit, confident, and really just to boss your own journey. We'll dive into a lot of these segments a little bit more over the coming weeks in more trainings to give you again that knowledge that you need to understand when you can push, when you should pull back a little bit, so that you have the tools to kick on forever.